Bitcoin has been bullish over this weekend. However, if we have bullish pumps on weekends, do not trust it. The same is true for the reverse. So we were green on Friday, green on Saturday. Now we're getting that correction right now, Sunday evening. Bitcoin is currently at $68,492 and is being rejected by the 12-day exponential moving average, but we're seeing some positive things. But before I touch on the positivity, the futures chart for Bitcoin is currently higher than the spot chart, so price will come down for the futures chart and the spot chart to align with one another. And when we turn on our imbalance indicator, we can see that there is a fair value gap right here that Bitcoin might want to fill. So personally, wouldn't be shocked to see Bitcoin tonight, Monday, come down into like 66,000 or so and just fill this fair value gap. However, on the bullish side, we're starting to get long signals on the 8-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, and the 1-hour time frame. Our Moxie indicator is in bullish momentum officially on all of the major short-term time frames. So we're in a position where on the daily time frame, maybe we come down, we fill that fair value gap, the futures chart and the spot chart align, and then this growing, swelling bullish momentum starts to take us higher. And maybe it's enough for us to come up even to $81,000 and fill this gap. At the very least, I think we can come up and start to challenge $72,000 and also $76,000, where we start to run into resistance beforehand on the futures chart at the very least. But I think this is potentially on the cards, $72,000 to $81,000, maybe even $84,000. And if you want to think about what would potentially be driving this, we had inflation report recently be very positive and show that inflation is on this overall trend of the past 6 months or so of going down, with 1 or 2 blips on the radar where things hiked. But otherwise, things on inflation are coming down. And so long as inflation is coming down, it doesn't really matter what's happening in the US labor market insofar as the Fed is concerned when it comes to cutting rates. So long as inflation is coming down, the Fed will be able to cut rates no matter what the jobs market does. And that means things could rally. I'm still very concerned with the current technical setup that the stock market is in. That could totally ruin everything, but at the same time, maybe there's a little bit of a rally here. We're also going to get some important data this week, which is PCE inflation data on Friday. That's the most important type of inflation data. And then also we have a crap ton of companies releasing their earnings reports, all of which will affect sentiment, the stock market, and therefore most likely Bitcoin and crypto as well. So in summary, short-term price has some bullish momentum, and maybe that can bleed up into a genuine rally here, up into the mid 70s, low 80s for Bitcoin.